Ben Cornish, you were fifth man observer, or joyrider as you've just described it, on T6 today. It was a tricky day, let's say. The weather's gone very unsettled here in Palma. Just talk about that a little bit. We started with no wind and ended up with a reasonable amount.
Yeah, it was strange, like you say. You know, we've had this low cloud all day covering the island, and there was a good easterly wind offshore, and with that came the sea state that we saw out there today. So it's a bit of a balance of how far you push the boat offshore and try and find enough breeze inshore, I guess.
Offshore, it seemed like a little bit of Barcelona. That's what you guys obviously went for. You dug into it quite hard. Pretty miserable on the rib. How was it on the boat?
Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen in Barcelona, it's probably not a million miles away from what we can be expecting. So in terms of that, for what the design team get and the feedback that we're sending back from a day like that, it's worth every moment you can possibly get in it. Obviously, it's difficult sailing these boats in those conditions, and we're kind of blessed here that we probably see more easier days than days like that. So we certainly were making the most of it.
Saw a few splashdowns. You say it was hard to sail the boat. What's particularly difficult?
Just as the sea state increases, you're running on such fine margins with the foiling setup of the boat that it gets very different. As you start to see nearly a metre of swell, then it gets harder for the guys doing those intricate jobs.
We saw a new mainsail today and possibly a new headsail. Was that right about that?
Yeah, main and a jib, fresh out the bag today.
So obviously you wanted to have a look at that today. What was the reaction to it?
Yeah, good. I mean, I guess the key moment was struggling to get the main down at the end of the day there. Some snug fits, but yeah, everything we're doing at the moment is a step forward and a development. So, another good day ticking off a program in the sail loft world.
In that sail loft world, in the sail design world, are we talking about evolution when you have a new version of a sail, or revolution?
A bit of both. I think by the time the cup comes around, people will end up in similar areas, and there's still, I guess, a fair bit to be learnt about what the crossovers of different conditions are. So it's certainly, at the moment, it's still evolution.
Were those two sails in range most of the time today?
Oh, it was really tough today. There were puffs that were coming around the corner that were out of range, and then 2 seconds later you didn't have enough sail up. So it was a fairly difficult day for that.
M2 mainsail you used today, it looks narrower at the top of the sail. Is that your heavier air sail?
The 2 would be what we push that range for sure, yeah.
That's fantastic, Ben. Thanks for talking to us.
No worries. Thank you very much.